Hello, my name is Ed Brown of Courage, Image and Charisma Institute. Last year I took a survey of my Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube friends. And I wanted to find out what exactly do people want as it relates to their lives. And I wanted to find out that because I felt that if I could use some of the information I've come across or the research I've done and couture that to the needs of the people who are looking for certain things, then it could be a mutually beneficial alliance. And of course, the things that came out of the survey was more money, better health, fitness, more travel, and better relationships. And I started asking myself a deeper question: what could I afford them right now that will allow them to have the life that they want? So some years ago I read a book called The Game of Life, How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn, and this Shinn talks about how important it is to have a very specific mindset and clarity of the thing that you really want in your life. For example, if you want a certain car, what car do you want and what color is that car? You want to make a certain amount of money. How much money do you want? Specifically, how much money? Not I want to be comfortable. How much money do you want to make? If you want to travel, where do you want to go? And what do you want to see when you get there? You want relationships. What kind of relationship do you want? All these things have to deal with a certain amount of specificity. And so when I started thinking about this critical thinking model that I created some years ago, it came down to people taking initiative in the life that they want to create for themselves. Many times when you watch the news, you see people protesting or having some challenges in the community or not having the relationships and the power that they want and feeling disenfranchised. It's that idea that somehow external forces are going to come in and give them the things that they invariably feel they're lacking in. And I want to share with you a few things that I believe that can transform that mindset and turn things around for you right now, today, because until you embrace this reality, then you'll never have the success that you want. You'll never have the life that you desire, and you'll always be victimized by your wants being needed by yourself, but thinking that people external to yourself will give it to you. First and foremost, we hear that education is important. It's the passport to all the things that you want in life. But sometimes we're not clear about what education means. In a nutshell, education is the information and skills you have that translates into power. Power of economics, power of connecting with people, a power of solving problems, whether it's helping people make money or helping people save money. And so the critical end of education is how do you add value to a marketplace and in return get the compensation to have the lives that you're talking about. And until you understand that and realize that, that's going to be very challenging for you. So education is the passport because it leads you to all the things you say you want. But if you don't value education in your home, you're not going to have anything because education can't happen in a vacuum. If you tell your children, hey, get good grades in school and do your homework and read these books, and yet the child comes home and you yourself, the parent, all you do is turn the TV on, you haven't read probably since high school or beyond, then that's not really setting the stage or setting the pattern for the child to do what you say you want the child to do because you're not doing it. So understand that education starts at the home level, and you demonstrate that by having that as the value system at the core of everything you do, and everything emanates from the educational value system. Secondly, entertainment is fine. Who doesn't like a great movie or a great sport event or a great song? But to the extent that we embrace entertainment to a fault, that everything that we desire has to be something that makes us feel good, but doesn't really perpetuate or cause to continue society as we know it, that becomes problematic. I can't tell you how many people I know who are 40 years old talking about they're going to start a record company. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not about killing people's dreams, but at a certain point in time, a man or a woman has to ask themselves, what problems can I solve that either help society along or bridges the gaps that the generation behind us really need? Up to 21, people give you, you're young. Yeah, you don't know yet. But when you get over 21, 25, 30, definitely in your 40s, the game is up. No one's going to actually give you anything as relates to a pass when you, at that age, don't know what the proper comportment is for certain settings. So I want to encourage you to start thinking more clearly and more correctly when you come out in the forum like we're doing right now, or when you go out in public, or just when you write. Your writing has to be more effective. You have to communicate more effectively. You have to think more critically. You have to lead more transformationally. All these things are important right now more than ever, because if you don't get this right, if you don't get these skill sets on point, If you don't exercise on a level these things that will allow you to be world class, it's going to be dire straits for you in the next few years. You think it's bad now, it's only going to get worse. And I'm encouraging people to start thinking on a high level, particularly those who are old school, if you will, who've been here a long time. It's our responsibility to kind of pass on and give information to those who may not know. They don't have that stuff that we came up with. They don't have those challenges that we had to overcome. They have their challenge, but it's a different kind of challenge. But the same kind of challenge that we face, that we have interest to, we need to pass it on. And so we have to be more of the example, not just about what we say, but how we demonstrate by our posture and our poise and how we carry ourselves each and every day. So we need to straighten up our act if we're going to be successful and pass this information on to the generations behind us.